can, no matter what. But we knew ours was more around the residential.
I'd like to call the meeting to order. Roll call, please, Michelle.
Avon.
Here.
Caledonia.
Here.
Canisius.
Here.
Geneseo.
Here.
Groveland.
Here.
Leicester.
Here.
Lima.
Here.
Livonia. Mount Morris.
Here.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Here.
Ashen.
Here.
Portage.
Here.
Sparta. Springwater. West Sparta.
Here.
York.
Here. This meeting will be the first meeting where we have a little different criteria for who leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance. The Distinguished Service Award is a new initiative we're doing to recognize our internal first responders. Individuals are nominated by their department head based on merit, excellence, and it's an award of distinction. Employees are selected for recognition based on their role in a particular emergency response, overall job performance, and professional accomplishment or years of service. So if you would, Shannon, please proceed.
Thank you, Chairman. When people think of emergency response, they usually picture flashing lights, fire trucks, and deputies rushing to the scene. But before any of that happens, you will find a calm, steady voice answering the phone, gathering critical information, and making sure the right help gets to the right place as quickly as possible. That crucial voice belongs to a 911 dispatcher. Dispatching is far more than handling incoming calls and dispatching emergency response. A call could be something routine, or it could be someone experiencing the worst single moment of their life. Dispatchers must be ready for anything, and they must respond with professionalism, focus, and compassion. Today, we're recognizing someone who has been doing exactly that for more than 25 years, Kelly Switzer, nominated by Communications Director Phyllis Applin. Her work is not only essential to public safety, but her contributions often happen quietly behind the scenes. Kelly attended York Central School and graduated from Finger Lakes Community College. She then began her dispatching career with the New York State Park Police. 2 years later, in May of 1999, Kelly joined the Livingston County Sheriff's Office. She's become an integral part of our 911 center and was promoted to senior dispatcher in 2019. This year, she has stepped into the role of administrative senior dispatcher. In that role, she juggles many responsibilities, including scheduling, something that anyone who has ever tried to coordinate calendars knows is no small task. Kelly continually takes trainings and courses to improve her skills and readiness. She mentors and assists her fellow dispatchers, helps coordinate observation opportunities for potential hires, and contributes to the interview process. Kelly's colleagues describe her as a positive leader who is always willing to help and always committed to improving the team around her. Her knowledge of the team and the work they do is invaluable to us here at Livingston County, and today we thank her for her service. Kelly, thank you for your 25 years of dedication to Livingston County and to the people who rely on our emergency services. We are truly fortunate to have an employee like you. Please join me in congratulating this month's Distinguished Service Award recipient, Kelly Switzer.
We have the minutes from the last regular board meeting, March 11th, for your consideration. Does anyone have any changes they care to bring forward at this time? Hearing none, I'd look for a motion and a second, please.
Lester.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. They're carried. Communications, please, Michelle.
Local law number 2, 2026, extending the existing Livingston County guest room occupancy tax has been filed by the Department of State. And local law number 3, 2026, adopting the 2026 salary revisions for all county officers serving for fixed terms has been filed by the Department of State.
Thank you. Abstract of claims is next.
Mr. Chairman, I move this abstract of claims and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Is there any discussion on this abstract of claims? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland. Lester.
Aye.
Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta. Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3665, absent 1389, adopted.
Next on the agenda, we do have privilege of the floor.
Mr. Chairman, I request privileges of the floor for Sheriff Tom Doherty for his department update.
Thank you, Mr. Denny.
Good afternoon. Y'all are pretty brave to give the Irish guy open mic night here. So I just said to Supervisor Deming, I think it's 13th year. We've never had this forum, this arena to come over and just talk, but it's pretty cool. So overall, the state of the Sheriff's Office is very well. It's member-driven. I think that's the best way I'd put it. I could not be any more proud of our members. Perfect example here today with Senior Dispatcher Switzer, but we have roughly 220 members. When we're at full staff, it's roughly 245. Recruitment and retention, I really do think that we're doing all that we can. I give a lot of credit to community policing. They hit the streets, they're trying their best, and we're trying to get all our spots filled. It helps our budget, it helps our services, etc. We're working on a contract right now with LCDSC, which is the jail and dispatch. I think we're real close on that, and I'm excited about that. For those that don't know the Sheriff's Office, we have 4 bureaus. One is professional standards, which we created about 5 years ago. That houses all the specialty units, accreditation, what you folks would think of like internal affairs, what I would just call discipline. That's professional standards in a nutshell. That's led by Chief Deputy Jason Yasso. Then we have correctional services, which is our jail and our court. That's led by Chief Deputy Galvin, and I will tell you, the jail is a beast. And folks think of the sheriff and think of probably most likely patrol and doing that type of work, and that is a large function. But the jail is incredibly difficult and challenging. And again, I commend all the members. We house roughly 60-ish federal inmates a day. So not only do we have our locals, we have a lot of inmates that we really don't know a ton about them. We just know that we get paid to hold them, and we got to keep them. And that's roughly a couple $1 million a year we bring in revenue by doing that, but it's hard work. Move over to the police side. That's led by Chief Deputy Dan Rittenhouse. So you have patrol and CID in that, and that's what the people think about. When you talk to residents around the county, they see the red and white cars, they call 911, we show up. And again, the members do an incredible job. We take roughly 80% of all the police calls in the county. We are the go-to. Over the last 12 plus years, we are not reliant on anybody. We have built up our specialty teams, our patrol tactics, our training, all of it to not have to rely on anybody, meaning that we aren't waiting for resources. So when you look in, let's say, a standoff, we now have an armored vehicle. And I got beat up about the MRAP, but I still stand by it. It protects our members. It allows us to go do the job that are very difficult and keep our members safe. And really, that's what I see my job as sheriff is I'm the biggest cheerleader of these folks. They're in the trenches. I'm there to help them, support them, and keep them safe. Lastly, but certainly not the least important, is our Communications Bureau, which is 911 and our 7100 lines. Like the county administrator said, that is what starts the ball moving. It is their calmness. It is their direction. They are pointing to where resources need to go, what needs to get done, the priorities for those. And again, it's an extremely difficult job. When I first started, we had about a 1 in 3 success rate for new hires. And slowly it's gotten better and better, and I think that's because the folks in the Communications Bureau have done a really good job vetting people who want to come work there, that think they just go 911, what's your emergency, and that's it. There's a lot of computer aided to it. It's a lot of partnership, et cetera, a lot of stress. They feel a lot of weight of gravity of making sure people don't get hurt, and I get that. But again, led by Phyllis Applin, and she's a longtime member. So again, overall, the sheriff's office is doing extremely well. We got a lot of projects we're excited about, the training complex being probably the top of that list right now. And I know the county's invested a lot of finances into that, and I'm thankful for that. We have law enforcement come from all over. Right now, we got the state police using the facility a lot, the U.S. Marshals using the facility a lot. This is on top of our own needs. Local PDs, and it just continues to grow. And it shows that there was always the need, we just didn't have it available to us. And that's an example where you folks step up, meaning the Board of Supervisors, and I'm truly blessed. I talk to a lot of different sheriffs across the state, and some have great relationships with their boards or their legislative body, some do not. And my experience from the start to current is you folks have always listened, you've always been supportive, you vet things, which I appreciate also as a taxpayer. But the things that we want to get done and the way we want to do it would not be possible without you folks and your support. So I really appreciate it. That's about all I have. If you guys have any questions, I'm happy to answer anything you got. I know Supervisor Wester's going to probably have something, at least something to say.
You know what, sir? I don't this time.
The only thing more dangerous with me though, Mike, is him with a mic.
No, I'm good.
Yes, sir.
I'm good, sir.
The side-by-sides going down the road
Yeah.
at 60, 70 miles an hour,
Mhm.
they don't have to have a license or registration or anything?
Yeah, that's a good one. The answer really is more technical. There's certain municipalities, none that I'm familiar with yet in our county, but I believe Nunde was working on it last I heard, where they were going to make some exceptions to utility vehicles, similar to Allegheny County's done. There's also some other municipalities. On county roads and these side roads off state highways, there is this ability, and it looks like they've exercised that. State highways, you still have to have the same functions of a motor vehicle. They need to be registered, they need to be insured, et cetera. Over time, people start putting triangles on the utilities and things of that nature. I will say we are a rural agricultural county. The deputies are not out doing a lot of proactive enforcement on utility vehicles or farming vehicles. There, again, are details that matter on the triangle, on the speed of the vehicle, et cetera. But if you're talking just the simplest terms, can you ride a utility down the road? The answer is no, you cannot. Does that answer it?
Yeah, because I was riding the gator down the road.
Mm-hmm.
It might go 17 miles an hour.
Yep.
Triangle on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Forest ranger pulled me over and he says, I hope you're gonna tell me that you're going from one farm to another, I'm gonna have to arrest you. I says, yeah, I'm going to the farm, but I gotta go around the loop to get there. But, so I can't understand why he was after me for the gator when them other side-by-sides go down the road 60, 70 miles an hour. I guess that's what I don't understand.
I don't know. You must have looked suspicious. Honestly, I don't know. I'd just be guessing. I don't know who the person is. But yeah, if you're going farm to farm, I guess he gave you the out to get out of a ticket. But again, there are rules to it. It's just not a high priority for us.
Yeah.
If
And
that
I
makes sense.
understand that. I just wondered what the law was.
Yeah. If it's less than 25 miles an hour, I believe, and you have the triangle on the back and it's for farm purposes, you are good to go. But if it goes over 25 and you don't have the triangle, you got a problem. But I'd have to refresh to get exact details on it, similar to that.
I think.
I don't remember the last time any deputy wrote anything similar to that. So, any other questions? Go ahead. You got one? I knew you'd have one.
I don't have a question.
Okay,
I have a comment.
sure. We
You
knew there'd
know
be
I'm not
something.
gonna get out of here without a comment or a question. I just wanna commend you as the leader of this sheriff's department, because the leadership is what makes our sheriff's department work. And I just want to thank you personally, Sheriff Doherty, for what you have done and your dedication to this county.
I appreciate it. I will tell you though,
Thank you.
I think a lot of people give me a lot of credit, but I'm telling you right now, it really is the members, and I don't say that to pass it off. I take the compliment, and I really appreciate it, but I'm telling you, you folks are blessed to have really high-quality members. No matter the bureau, they are pulling the same way on the rope. They believe in what I believe in, which is treating people with respect and community policing as it's framed up now. We have really good relationships with our community members. And if you go to counties that surround us, it's not always that way. When I was an investigator, I worked a lot in Monroe County. Totally different, totally different. And I just think we're really blessed in Livingston County. And that's a partnership by all of us in this room and the people who live here. We're in like this little bubble. New York State's sometimes hard for me to live in. I sometimes feel like I don't align here. But Livingston County I do align with, and I'm always proud of that. So again, give the credit to the members and to yourselves for supporting us. So I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We do have a few resolutions on the prepared agenda.
Proclaiming 2026 as the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence in Livingston County. Proclaiming the month of April 2026 as County Government Month in Livingston County. Appointing member to the Western Regional Off-Track Betting Corporation's Board of Directors, Shannon Grease.
Thank you. Is there any discussion on any of these resolutions? Hearing none, I look for a motion and a second to bring it to a roll call vote.
Lester.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Roll please on these, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland. Lester.
Aye.
Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris. North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta. Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3665, absent 1389, adopted.
We do have a few resolutions that are going to require a separate roll call vote.
Amending the 2026 Livingston County budget, central services.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Are there any comments or discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, the roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland. Lester.
Aye.
Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris. North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta. Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York. Ayes 3665, absent 1389, adopted. Appointing the personnel officer acting as the Human Resources Director for Livingston County, Emily A. Stevenson.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Are there any questions or concerns on this appointment? Hearing none, the roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland. Lester.
Aye.
Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris. North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta. Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3665, absent 1389, adopted.
Emily is here this afternoon. I'd like to give her a chance to introduce herself and say a few words if she'd care to at this time.
Good afternoon. I would just like to say thank you to the committee and the Board of Supervisors for the opportunity to be part of the Livingston County. I'm very excited to get started, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you very soon.
Thank you.
Awarding bid for the Livingston County Planning Department for the Livingston County Connect-All Municipal Infrastructure Program Service Area 3 Labor. Bid number 2026-04, Henkels and McCoy, Inc.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Are there any questions or concerns on awarding this bid? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland.
Aye.
Lester.
Aye.
Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris. North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta. Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3665, absent 1389, adopted.
Shannon, do you have any updates for us this afternoon?
Just a few items, Chairman. Just a reminder that we have now submitted all of our projects for congressional earmark consideration. The good news is we are getting feedback from representatives in terms of maybe shifting things to different subcommittees for consideration, as well as feedback that certain things may have been selected and moved on in the process. So we remain hopeful, particularly as it pertains to the CNR and the infrastructure project there, and the mobile command vehicle for the sheriff's office.
Thank you. Are there any other supervisors? Yes, Mr. Lester.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I do have a couple of things that I want to bring to the attention to the board and Administrator Hillier as well. I don't know if any of you caught the news this morning. Senator Barillo was on the news this morning, very concerned about this mandate regarding school buses. That is not under the radar, or it's under the radar and not open to the public as much as it should be. That is still very much alive and very concerning, that is going to be a mandate by the governor, and it's still in place. The concern is that the schools are going to have to purchase all of these buses and electric buses. Their whole fleet has to be done within a certain time frame. It's very much alive. I was on the phone with Senator Helming this morning, and she asked me to bring this matter to the board and bring it to light again. And she also asked that if we're not already getting her monthly reports, that she puts out there, that we as a Board of Supervisors get on the website by going to her website and signing up for her monthly reports. And she does share videos regarding these issues, and that we need to be aware. Of course, everybody knows the issues of what caused, why we don't want this infrastructure, safety of the kids. They didn't even bring up the fact of the weight of these buses will tear our roads apart, are just a few things that are concerns. So she's asking that we do get her monthly reports if you're not already getting them. She says go onto her website and sign up for it, and you can get her monthly reports, and then we will be kept up to date. We need to also contact, she's requested that we even maybe do a resolution as a board to send down to Albany to the governor. That is also what she's requested. So I informed her I would pass that on to the board, and that's what I'm doing. The other thing that I wanted to bring to the board's attention as well, in the public, that it has also been on the news that the state legislators are now also trying to come on board with the animal abuse registry. So it's now becoming a state legislative move as well. Even though we've done it as a county, in various other counties, the state is also going to try to get it statewide as a state legislation, local law. So, if anyone has any questions or anything, please, I'd be glad to answer them if anyone has any, but that's the latest that's coming out of Albany, that's being under the radar, very hush, and we need to be aware of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lester. Are there any other supervisors? Yes, Mr. Davis.
I just got the report yesterday on bear tick, and we had 1,702 bear taken in New York State, but we had 1,574 taken in western part of the state. So,
Thank you. Any other supervisors with anything to share?
move to adjourn from Geneseo.
Second, Lester.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.